Hey guys, Tom from Lushdoll here. Today I wanted to talk about the many ways you can get rid of your DVDs, whether you just want to get rid of them or you're looking for some extra cash. I found a couple companies that will give you an instant quote, as well as some obvious options that can allow you to sell your DVDs. Either way, it's a way to make money. As always, I get straight to the point, so let's begin. Before we get started with the companies that are going to offer you instant quotes and ways to sell, I just want to show you what your DVD is probably worth so that you get best value if you want to get money fast at one of these stores I'm about to mention or the options. So what you're going to want to do is just go to eBay, type the barcode from the back of your DVD so that you know you're looking at the right ones. Scroll down on eBay and you're going to see a filter on the side here that says sold items. And what you're going to do is you're just going to simply click that and it's going to show all the items that sold recently. And we can see that Finding Nemo sold yesterday for $4.75. It sold again for 99 cents. It sold for $2.75. And if you continue to scroll down, you can see that, all right, this DVD is probably worth anywhere from $5 to $9 would be a good consensus. Now, this is probably what you'd get if you sold on eBay. This is the best way to sell. It's probably obvious to you, but you may be looking for ways to get money instantly. You don't want to deal with the headache. I get it. So just use this so you don't get ripped off. We know that Finding Nemo is going to be worth $4, $5, $6 if we were to sell it, but then we have to include eBay fees. But worst case, you could probably get $3 or $4. So with that being said, let's begin and see which companies will buy your DVDs off you. So the first one I want to mention here is a company called Clutter. This is a website that will offer you a quote instantly for almost all tech. It's very reputable. They paid out $300 million, over 6 million customers. Shipping's free, fast next day payments. And how this works is you're going to go to the top here and you're going to go to the Sell DVDs page. Now before you get started, you're going to want to get the barcodes for all these DVDs. So if we use that Finding Nemo example here, we're going to add it to the cart. And if they want it, they're going to give you a quote. So they're going to give us a whopping 26 cents for that DVD. And then you can go to your basket, and what it'll do is they'll show you what's in your basket and what they're going to pay you so far. So, and how this works is you're going to key in those barcodes as seen here. And then once you receive all your items in your basket, you are going to pack a box. It can be any box in the house because they are going to give you a free shipping label, which you'll slap on there. And then you will take that box to a UPS store, customer center, and they'll ship it to the Clutter warehouse there. Once they receive it, they will pay you either via direct deposit or PayPal the next day, as long as everything is as you said it was, as long as it's in good condition generally. Now, before you get excited and sell your Finding Nemo DVD, to complete your order, you must have at least $5 worth of items, and in this case, we need at least 10 media items or 1 item of tech. This is going to be your best option, or one of the better options if you want to get money instantly. The only downfall is, as you're going to see, it's not your best option because you can make much more in using other methods. The next one we're going to mention here works just like the Clutter. It's called eaglesaver.com. Right on the front page, as you can see, they're going to just ask you to put in the barcode. So in this case, let's do the Finding Nemo option again here. We're going to say it is a DVD, enter, and we're going to get our quote. What you're going to see is it'll pop you to the next page, and this one, they'll pay you 88 cents. You can continue on to checkout. This one, just like the Clutter, will send you a free shipping label via FedEx or USPS. You're just going to have to slap that on the box. Guaranteed full payment or free return shipping. And then after they receive your box, you will get paid via PayPal or check within 24 hours of receipt. Again, everything has to be in good condition. Also, just like the Clutter, if we go to the frequently asked questions, the order value of the items actually shipped must be $20 or greater there, and the minimum average value per item must be $1 or greater. So there are some terms you need to know about. In this case, our value item will be 88 cents. So it will not be at the minimum average value just yet, but as you add things, you could go above it. It just depends on what you're selling. This is another one that'll buy your DVDs instantly once obviously it ships, and you'll get the money that next day. It can take a couple days, but it is another option like the Clutter, and I have found that Eagle Saver does pay a little bit more on average. The third one on the list here is a company called sellbackyourbook.com. I know it says sell back your book, but they will buy DVDs on occasions. In this case, we can plop in here the barcode, and in this case, you can see they will give us 17 cents. And as with all these companies, there is a minimum order value. In this case, your sellback order must be greater than $7.50. So we need to add books or DVDs. This company tends to pay on the lower end, but it is an accredited business. They are pretty reputable. It's another one if you want an instant quote. The company, like the other ones, they offer free shipping. Just print the label and ship it in. The payout is a little slower than the previous two I mentioned, it's usually processed within 3 days of your item arriving instead of the next day. That's the biggest difference here. They are on the lower end, as I mentioned, but again, it's one that you should consider just to see what they may be able to offer you for the DVDs. Your results will vary. Another one that may buy your DVDs is a company called Textbook Rush. Again, ignore the textbook as they do buy DVDs here. What you're going to do, it's going to work in the same way. You just put the barcode there, and what we'll do is we'll click the search. Unfortunately, they don't want our Finding Nemo DVD. They're going to only offer $0. So this one's going to be scrapped on our list here. If we scroll back and just read what they offer, quotes are valid for 7 days. They do send you a prepaid shipping label. And when it comes time to get paid, you can get paid in cash, PayPal, or store credit. All the options I already mentioned are going to give you a quote instantly, but unfortunately you're not going to make the most money using that option. So what I recommend is, if you don't mind selling it yourself, go on Facebook Marketplace. That's going to be found on your Facebook account on the left hand menu. You just click on Facebook Marketplace, and then you can search for the DVD you're looking to sell. And the cool thing is you don't need to meet someone. You can just ship it to them if you're not comfortable meeting someone. So in this case, you could see that this DVD more than likely will fetch about $5. And in this case, if you want to ship it, then you can add shipping to it as well. So if we were to click on this one right here, it would take us to the page, and as you can see, that person's charging $3.50. Facebook Marketplace is a great way to sell just about anything, whether locally or you want to ship. You're going to make the most money in it, and the best thing of all, it's free to post, and you have the power of Facebook audience. If you want to get paid in the next hour or two, this is one of the better ways to do so. It's called Half Price Books, and there's a good chance there's one of these nearby, but it does depend on where you live. Some places won't have one, of course, but if you do have one nearby, what you can do is you can bring in their stuff, and they'll make you an offer here and give you cash on the spot as long as they're willing to accept what you have. And the stuff they buy is quite lengthy here. We have for anything from books to movies, which we want to sell here. They also give cash for electronics, games, magazines, comics, and so forth. If you want, you can call them up ahead of time just to make sure they're buying or if they're interested in what you have. But other than that, you can't see what you're going to get like the other site, so it's kind of a gamble. But if you want cash and you want it now, this is probably one of your better options. So if you like the idea of that half-price bookstore, another way to find local companies that are willing to buy your DVDs almost instantly, in person of course, is going to Yelp. What you're going to want to do is go to Yelp, type in sell DVDs, and then put in your zip code right here. This should bring up a list of companies. So this number one result here is nearby. They have a lot of good reviews here. So if I click on that link, it then takes me to their page, and then what I'll do is I will click on the domain and I will search the website to see if they'll buy DVDs. So in this case, I found that yes, this company does buy DVDs. So if I look right here, it says that they are a buy, sell, and trade store. And then as I scroll down, I saw a guy ask, he says, I have about 100 DVDs I would like to sell. What would you pay for these? And then I got an answer right away. It says our policy is to make offers in person at our trade counter, so I can't give you a trade quote. You can call the store with a sample of titles to see if we are currently looking. So in this case, I could call this store and tell them the DVDs I had, and they could give me a quote if I liked it. Again, I could go in and get the cash offer or the trade and credit, whatever it may be. You're going to find a lot of options on Yelp. Just keep scrolling through, and you're going to have to call via the phone, unfortunately, because a lot of these sites won't have something as advanced as a search engine. But it's an option if you want cash within the hour to however long it takes to get there and get your quote. Alright, that wraps things up. If you want to sell your DVDs, the best way to do it is eBay and Facebook Marketplace. You'll get the best bang for your buck. But if you need money today, I get it. Go to Yelp, search for companies that will buy your DVDs, call them up if you have to, and make sure they're willing to buy it before you waste the gas to get there. If you don't want to drive, go to those websites. Remember, you're not going to make much, but if you have 100, 200 DVDs and you're popping in those barcodes, you can make some money. Remember, it's free shipping, so you ship it in, get the money. You don't have to deal with sellers. You'll make a little less, but hey, if you need the money and it's collecting dust, it's better than nothing, right? As always, check out the description for all the links of the companies I mentioned. Also, check out LushDollar.com. I have hundreds of articles on making money and being smart with your money. I also have a ton of videos I'm going to continue to add, as well as the ones that are in the archive. Until next time.